Oh my goodness. Buddy's wired. I can always tell when I've been working a little too hard. Oh, buddy. Stop. Stop. You're hurting me. Stop. Ouch. He does what's called a helicopter. And ouch. Dang, his body's slamming me. That hurts really bad. So, I wanted to just, I really don't owe anybody any explanation, but I just thought I would kind of explain something that, you know, I know there's a lot of channels that people are just specifically flying or aviation or gardening or, you know, cars, whatever it might be. Buddy. It might be all chickens, homesteading, right? It might be dogs or funny jokes, and all that's awesome. But my channel doesn't really run like that. My channel is more like a picture into my life, and I wear many hats. And it's sort of like family memories and a way to keep our family movies in one place and as a keepsake. Sometimes I feel like my memory is lacking, and so I do it to remember things also. I feel like maybe my kids or grandkids, you know, would like to have some sort of treasure when they get older, or when, you know, maybe I won't know my future grandchildren or great-grandchildren, and I'd like them to know who I am. And so this channel really isn't about, you know, like a business for me. It's me. It's who we are. And so you might have seen I've had some aviation videos, and that's done for a friend, and also my husband's flying more. You'll see we have fishing videos, and it was a long and intense hobby for us. Many years we spent every weekend or every other weekend in the boat with our kids as they were growing up, and they learned how to fish and how to survive on the sea. We had one very unique situation where we got stuck in the Gulf overnight in a storm, and the plan was always to be in the Gulf, but the weather was supposed to be nice, and it wasn't supposed to turn so crazy, like almost like a Reader's Digest story. I mean, by the time we got done and survived it all, it was almost publish worthy. So we spent years fishing, and we've totally enjoyed that, and we're still going to go back to it. We're kind of in a strange season right now where we just have not fished much this year. But, you know, everybody's been in a strange season, haven't they? I mean, look at COVID is just wrecking and rippling all sorts of areas of our life to look different than they have in years past. So, anyhow, we're going to get back to fishing too. So, one thing that has happened is that gardening has been a mainstay in my life. And ever since I can remember a little girl, my grandfather had tomatoes in his yard. My dad used to he was a fisherman too, and in a hobby way, for a hobby. And I grew up fishing as a child. Oh my word, you gotta see this. Anyhow, my dad, as I was saying, my dad fished, and I grew up fishing, and I remember my grandfather having tomatoes, but then I also remembered my dad taking all those fish guts and putting them in the ground, and then having gardens, especially tomato plants that would go like over 8 feet high, and what that would do. And I believe we had quite a bit of roses too. Uh-oh, the dogs are fighting. So that all influenced me growing up, and that's part of who I am on my channel. I hope that many of you will, you know, if you don't like something, just still stay subscribed to the channel. But either give it a watch or don't. That's okay, but it's there for me. And if you find it interesting too, I'm really excited that you would leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Let me know if you have a shared experience. Let me know if you just found it funny or something like that too. Give a thumbs up. Help the channel grow a little bit. Like I said, it's not about making money and living off of the income, but it is kind of fun. The more that my videos reach and teach you guys, the more you comment back. It's kind of a nice YouTube community, and I like that. And I learn a lot from you guys too, because a lot of times I return the subscription and subscribe to your channel, and I learn from you guys. The plants look so good. Oh, we ate good tonight. Lots of vegetables. Look at this. This is a Seminole pumpkin, but it's bumpy. I don't think it's supposed to be bumpy. One thing I don't share very much on the channel is that I have autoimmune disease, and it's fibromyalgia. And so I use gardening as a therapy. Exercise is fantastic, and I recommend it, and I actually have a gym membership and I do that, but sometimes the repetition is not good for my autoimmune disease. So I end up coming out here in the garden. I can do as much as my body allows. Sometimes the bending over actually loosens the muscles on my back and helps me to stretch, and that has been very therapeutic for me. So I do that a lot. I do a lot of this for that reason. All right. Look at Buddy. Daddy's home. You see that? This dog loves this man. That is his heart dog. And quite honestly, he gets a lot of therapy out of this dog. This dog just really has such a healing touch with Jack, and vice versa. They just have a great bond. I love that. Look, I'm standing over a cabbage. That's crazy. I'm sure it's not tasty. Oh, that's his daddy call. So I guess what I'm saying is, my life is real. It's not all packaged up nicely. It's not all just gardening. It's not all just roses and everything bloomed and fruited and bugs never got my vegetables. No, it's still crazy. Like, you know, I still have deer standing behind me. They've been broken down, but still not in the box. You know, I got seeds everywhere. I've got 4th of July flags ready to go because they were from Memorial Day. I still got Christmas lights up around the fence, but my excuse is that's for summer parties. Life is real, and I just want to be real with you guys, and I thank you for hanging out with me as much as you do. I thank you for all the encouraging comments. I thank you for the thumbs up and the comments that I get when I share them on these gardening groups and chicken groups, and you guys have a lot to say. Sometimes you really help me figure things out when I didn't know what was going wrong. Or I got a ghost in here. No, it's the wind. I just felt a nice breeze. Yeah, you guys are just the best, and I enjoy sharing life with you. And of course, I love having home movies for my family. And you know what's going to even be better? In July, I'm going to have the best home movie ever, because we're going to have my first grandbaby is going to be here. And so you might get to see a sneak peek of her. And we're all excited about that. So anyhow, take care, God bless, and we're gone.